What's up, Muchmusic? GK here. For the 50th anniversary of hip hop, we're hitting the streets because I got some questions for the people. Let's go. Bro, you did it the wrong way. It's this way. 3, 2, 1. Teddy! As we know, the 50th anniversary of hip hop is coming up.
Love hip hop. Big fan.
Could you describe how hip hop has impacted your life?
Where do I start?
Where do we start?
Several.
A really big impact on my life, like growing up.
I guess it made it better. It's
Yeah?
sort of like the soundtrack to life, but the old school stuff.
Through high school, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying came out at that time. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys were out at that time. You know, it was a very big, I feel, transition into a new era of hip hop. It's kind of pivoted a lot of my life choices, my fashion, everything.
It's really influenced the way I make music, and it's like influenced jazz. We're both jazz musicians. You have to learn that language in order to like participate at a level that's competent.
Same answer for sure. Hip hop has changed the way that I play music. It's changed the way that I think about music.
Hip hop in my life has sort of been like a safe space, a mood booster, just something that brings me joy. It's the soundtrack of your life where you go through hard times or you want to celebrate something, just feeling yourself, you got a promotion, whatever.
Black hip hop is a major part of growing up. I think my first introduction was from my oldest brother. My sister as well, they're huge Jay-Z fans, so that was probably my first introduction to hip hop. And then I kind of just kept going from there, from Jay-Z to Nas to Wu-Tang.
Go home, listen to Tupac album, Biggie album, back when I was younger, listen to some Wu-Tang Clan, go do some graffiti or some shit.
I was like raised on 90s hip hop like my dad. So I would say it definitely gave me a little swag that I still live with today. So
I'm not going to age myself, but I'm going to go ahead and say that some of the lyricists that I love the most that have those undeniable voices that I think we're missing maybe today. Don't hate me, y'all, don't cancel me. But that we're missing is that unidentifiable voice. And I don't want to mistake hip hop for rap because they are two totally different things. Don't get it twisted.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
Oh, man.
Kanye or Lauryn Hill? Right now, I'd have to go with Kendrick, even though I'm from Toronto and I should have said Drake. But Drake's a number two. I gotta put Nipsey in there as well. Of all time, talking Jay-Z and Nas, of course.
Classic, I'd say probably like Biggie or Wu-Tang, but more recent, like newer, post-90s, I'd say maybe Paul Wall or Gucci Mane.
Right now, I'm really heavy listening to Lil Uzi with the Pink Tape. I'm really looking forward to Playboi Carti's next album. So those are probably my two favorite artists right now.
Kodak Black.
Yeah, Jay-Z by far. By far, yeah, by far.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was Tupac.
There's one guy called Coolio, and he's so cool.
I love Nas. I love Jay-Z. I love Tribe Called Quest, like that kind of like feel-good hip-hop. All time, I'm going to go with Talib Kweli, an unidentifiable voice that not only transcends the old, but fully encapsulates the new.
I like Queen Latifah, MC Light, the old school where they told stories.
Easy Kendrick Lamar.
GOAT status for sure. Kendrick, Jay Dilla, Wu-Tang Clan, Tribe Called Quest, Busta Rhymes. The list goes on and on.
How about your favorite hip hop song?
I'd say maybe Poetic Justice, Drake and Kendrick. Yeah, that's really, really tough. I'm gonna say X Factor.
Hypnotized.
That's classic.
I can't pick one song. Jay-Z is Dead President. Tupac, I Ain't Mad at Ya. Biggie, Sky's the Limit. Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Any song by Lauryn Hill.
Feeling peachy, Kodak Black.
Probably like Dear Mama by Tupac. That shit actually gets me emotional. It actually makes me get emotional.
Rolling with my homies, man.
Hit 'em up, Tupac.
E equals MC squared, the Dilla track.
Cream, Wu-Tang Clan.
What is an iconic moment in hip hop that stuck with you? Maybe it was something when you were growing up, but something monumental that you remember?
I think it was the BET Awards way back when there was the whole East Coast, West Coast beef. Suge Knight was, pushing buttons over there, 94 or so, around that time. But it was a big moment for East Coast, West Coast beef.
It's sad to say, but all of like the beef, I guess.
Seeing like that's even like the fashion with it on TV as a kid, I feel like that definitely like I admired it from a young age, like the culture surrounding it for sure.
Rolling Loud 2021.
It's gonna be between Biggie's passing and Tupac's passing.
Both huge.
Both huge events, but they were felt very hugely in my time because it was obviously two of the greatest. So I would go on to say that those are probably still two of the biggest events that really shaped, and it made me really appreciate hip hop in the sense that their voices I can still pop their music on. When they're gone on Earth, they're still alive in our ear.
Will Smith, he came to Winnipeg when I lived out west, and it was a big deal because he was the first performer I ever saw.
Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. I think when that came out, it was like such a profound moment in culture and hip hop and Black American, consciousness.
I'd say the Swagger Like Us song, when you had all those legends kind of feature on the same track. Yeah, it was pretty iconic.
Last question. When you were growing up, what was the biggest hip hop dance move?
Growing up, the stanky leg.
Can you show us the stanky leg? Yeah, do the stanky leg.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you.
Please, I was gonna ask you to after.
We're gonna go with the Roger Rabbit.
What's this one called?
The Roger Rabbit. And we're gonna go with
Taking off all the bags, all the bags.
the Running Man, which came back. The Gen Z, they remixed it. Yeah.
Probably the Millie Rock.
Can you show us?
No.
Oh, I can do it with you. Yay! There you go.
Soldier Boy cranked out.
Absolutely.
Easily it's
Absolutely Soldier Boy.
That was the one.
Can you show it to us?
Oh my God. Something like that.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
when I was in high school, the Dougie was pretty big.
Can you show us the Dougie?
Definitely not.
The Running Man, I could never manage that.
The Running Man. Pop in and lock in? No.
Stanky leg.
Show us the stanky leg.
Stanky leg.